We haven't done one of these in a while, so welcome to another Vidya Bros discussion video.
Nintendo Direct, November 1st, 2018. Smash Direct, not directly Nintendo Direct, but Smash Direct.
Yeah.
We were expecting to get both a Smash Direct and a Nintendo Direct.
There's still rumors there will be a Nintendo Direct later this month, but I kind of doubt that.
I doubt that
specific thing. I don't
know. Unless they, you know something weird though.
What?
I'm doubting the fact that they're gonna have any Direct anymore, because they already talked about upcoming games, and they already talked, like, they had a video on it on YouTube. It wasn't like a formal Direct thing. It was just a short thing, I guess, or whatever. And then they talked about to investors about how Mario Kart for the iPhone and Android was coming along, and Animal Crossing Pocket Camp. And they also talked about how they're focusing more on games that already exist.
Yeah,
for more games with DLC.
The only thing I can think of, and I've heard someone say this, is if maybe they decide to do some weird Direct talking about their amusement park coming up. I don't know. I think that could be a thing, but
no, their Directs are more focused on the game. I don't see them going toward the And
Metroid Prime 4, I definitely think could be being showed off at VGAs and having a situation like the Bayonetta 3 last year, where it's like, oh, we're showing a collection we're putting on Switch of the Metroid Prime trilogy. Oh wait, there's more. You think we only just came here for one trailer? Here's a trailer for Metroid Prime 4. And that's like the same thing with Bayonetta last year, which was a huge surprise to me. I was shocked. I'm like, I think that could happen. They've been teasing it a bit.
Maybe.
Wouldn't doubt it.
But the reason why we're here to talk about the recent Nintendo Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Direct that just came out today.
Yeah, we were going to live stream it for you guys, but my house has really good internet now, but the download speed isn't good enough. So
the download is great. Your upload speeds are not good.
My upload speed's not okay. So yeah, the upload speed's not that good, which is weird. So yeah, it was really crappy quality. It was terrible, horrible. So I deleted any video talking about it from our channel, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, etc. Because it's like, yeah, in case anyone's wondering why the videos promoting the live stream are down now, that is why. So instead, we're doing it in this discussion video. Now, did I like the Smash Direct? Yes, and also no. There are things I loved about it, but there are also things I wasn't too crazy about.
I will agree with you.
Not that I hated them.
Most of it I did like. Yeah. Don't get me wrong. There's nothing wrong with what they're doing. This is going to be a great game, but I
mean, there's some things I think were wrong with it, but it's really with how it'll be online. But we'll talk about that later, though.
Yeah. So first, I want to get the elephant out of the room.
Yeah, let's get me out of the room.
I thought you were gonna make that BoJack Horseman joke.
No, I felt like making a fat joke about myself for once.
So first, before we talk about this whole Direct, I just want to go and say we have not talked about this. We have not discussed any of this. Because we did not, me and Brandon thought that the supposed quote-unquote Grinch leak was real, and there was plenty of evidence to back it up. But there was also
there was more
evidence to back it up than way more evidence to discredit it.
Yeah.
But the thing was,
it made sense.
There was just one piece of evidence in there that did not make sense, and even GameXplain talked about it, and they weren't trying to cover up Nintendo or nothing. It was literally the company that went forward and that hired the guy that released the supposed leak.
Eric Clapman, I think, was his name.
He got fired from his from that job, from that printing company that they traced him back to. Not the current company that he worked for, but the company that he traced him back to at first.
He got fired from like 2 years ago.
2 years ago. So that right there, because you can't put that against him and say that he, that he worked for this company, but now, because of that, and he got fired, because of this supposed leak, just came out of nowhere. But if that leak was real, and he had that leak already, and just posted it now, online or whatever, then he would still be working, it would be from the company that he already works for.
Yeah.
So, that he works for right now, so that already discredits what you guys found out. But the thing is, I'm not going into why it discredited from all the evidence. What I'm going to say is, though, that we were supposed to go. This is why I'm a little disappointed here, but I'm glad what we got. Because we were supposed to get Shadow, we were supposed to get Ken, we were supposed to get Gino, Mach Rider, Isaac and Chorus Kids, and Banjo-Kazooie, and some people
said Skull Kid.
Yeah, very few people said Skull Kid. You could kind of see, kind of can't see it, and I even saw a little bit in there. I saw it myself, a tiny bit of Deoxys in there. I don't know. Some people can interpret it any which way you want, but in the end, this whole thing was discredited because of the Nintendo Direct. And right off the bat, we got our first and our next two characters and our final two characters of the final official non-DLC roster, which was Ken and Incineroar.
And they both look really cool, I'm not gonna lie. But Ken looks a bit different from Ryu, so he's not a total clone. Like, he's not a total Echo Fighter. He's a
semi-clone, but
yeah, they count him as an Echo. It's like another Chrom situation where he's got a couple differences in his own things, but he's still an Echo Fighter.
No, see, the thing that's different though is that Chrom was just like if you took pieces.
He was like a hybrid type.
He was a hybrid of all of Marth, Lucina, and Roy, and I think Ike. I'm not sure about that, but I don't believe it was Ike. But I know it was Marth, and I know it was Roy and Lucina, because even though
Roy, Lucina, and I think Ike.
It might have been Ike. If not, then I'm
either Ike or Marth, one of them.
Yeah, I know it was Marth, and I know it was Roy. To be honest with you, but either way, he's just a hybrid of other characters that they put together because the Fire Emblem series has so many different characters, and I mean so many different characters.
Well, the series
unlike Street Fighter, where they have 20 characters here or 30 characters here, and that's about it. All we get, or however many characters we get in Street Fighter 5, because I've never actually played that game. Would love to one day, but Ken and Ryu are like 1-1.
Yeah, and Ken's the original Echo Fighter.
But over the years, he's gotten one or two moves different here and there. And something that I like.
Street Fighter 5, I didn't play, but from what I heard, he started straying away and being.
I like how Capcom gave him the full on. Go ahead. Here's Ken. Just pick which one you want, and pick which version of Ken you want, and you can put it in. Because something that.
Street Fighter 2 Turbo.
Yes, we got the Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo Ken, which is odd in the sense because that game just got re-released on the Switch not too long ago with the Last Warriors or whatever it's called. It
was Ultra Street Fighter 2: The Final Challengers.
Yeah, which is the very, very final version of Street Fighter 2 that we're ever going to get. After the 30 fucking versions we got anyway.
Yeah, this game, that one game spawns a whole different sub-series of Street Fighter games.
Speaking of that, really quick though, I found this really weird version on my Raspberry Pi. The arcade version of Street Fighter? The arcade cabinets?
Yeah.
Some guy hacked it, and he got this thing called the Rainbow mod for it. In the middle of a fight, I'm not even joking, you pick any character you want, in the middle of a fight you can literally swap in and out your characters to anything you want, and it's crazy fast and shit.
Oh, I want to try that one day.
Next time we hang out, we're gonna do a one-off.
But yeah, in the trailer, he's boxing Little Mac, and then after he kicks Little Mac's ass, out in the shadows, when you see his eyes glaring in the darkness, in comes rushing Incineroar, and he comes in and he starts messing everyone's day up, and he fights and beats the crap out of Ken, Simon, and some other characters. He looks badass, and to be honest, I actually, for a while, even before the Vergeben's leaks were saying Ken and Incineroar, which turned out to be true, by the way, obviously, I was actually thinking, before anyone said Incineroar, I was hoping it'd be Decidueye. And the reason for that is because we already have a really good fire starter, which is Charizard. I'm like, I wanted a little bit of variety,
Yeah, see, the thing is, though,
Decidueye would be cool.
See, the thing is, though, one's like a flying type, and the other one a fighting type. So we don't have...
Incineroar's a fire and dark type.
The only fighting Pokemon that we have is Lucario, technically.
Yeah, he's part steel and part fighting. Incineroar is part fire and part dark, but he's like a wrestler type character, so it makes sense. He's a good fit for the game, I guess. But I don't know, Decidueye would just seem so freaking cool.
I would just love to be like, okay.
Plus, we don't have a ghost-type Pokemon representative.
I just thought of something right now.
Decidueye Spark Ghost.
Blowing your mind right now.
What?
And I don't even know why they didn't talk about this in the direct, though, and I just thought of this right now.
What?
They didn't talk about event matches.
Oh, that's so true!
Because I was thinking, if event matches are back now, right?
I hope they are. I'm sure they will be, but
if event matches are back,
yeah.
They should just do it. They should just have an event match called the Ultimate Fighting Tournament, and just have Little Mac, Ken, Ryu, Lucario, Incineroar, and who else is a fighting character?
Shit.
I think that's.
What did you say, Little Mac?
Oh, I said Little Mac.
Oh, you did say Little Mac.
Ken, Ryu, Lucario, and Incineroar, and I guess it could work out because it's weird, but I guess you could add Wii Fit Trainer in there.
Yeah.
But I would just love to see all those together and be like the Ultimate Fighting Tournament.
Just with a bunch of the brawler and fighting.
And you see Mario. You see Mario and his from a cameo from Punch Out.
Where he's the referee.
Yeah.
That'd be a cool callback, actually. But yeah, that whole opening I thought was a pretty strong opening. Even though I wasn't insanely crazy on wanting them. I'm like, if we get them, cool. If not, I'm not gonna cry about it. I'm happy for the fans. They're happy for them. I mean, I grew up on Street Fighter. I like it. I liked Ken being in the game. I like Incineroar. Plus fire is my favorite type of Pokemon in Pokemon games. Well, fire and electric. I like Incineroar. Even though I would have preferred Decidueye, I'm like, whatever though. I'll still play as him, and of course I'll get the amiibos, obviously, because I collect the Smash amiibos.
Who's the water starter?
For Gen 7, Primarina.
The final evolved form?
Yeah, but it would have been weird seeing the thing flop around on stage.
Yeah, but we'll talk about this. We'll talk about this a little bit later. But you have the Piranha Plant that can walk.
Yeah, I know. All of a sudden, yeah. Now, if you register your copy of Smash before, I believe January 31st.
Here's how it works. You can either go right now and either pre-order the game on your Switch and get it the digital version off the eShop. Either you can get the standard game, or you can get the Smash Ultimate Smash Pack or Spider Pack, whatever it's called. But they have two options. You either get the game by itself on the eShop or with the pass, and the pass will give you 5 new characters, five stages, and 5 music tracks.
Which that sounds pretty good.
They didn't say how many music tracks we're gonna get for each one, but because all the characters have to be licensed, so it's the licensing issue with that. So can't say that. But I will say this: if you round off the prices for each one, for each of the DLC, it'll come out. If you round it off to $6 or to $5.99 a piece, that's $30 right there. But if you get the Smash Pass to get all the DLC right away, even though they haven't disclosed what the DLC is going to be yet, but knowing Sakurai, I know this game's going to be amazing, and this game is going to blow people's minds, and the DLC is going to blow people's minds. You can get it for $24.99 right now, so it's cheaper than buying all the DLC separately. And if you get it if you get the pass with the game, you automatically, pre-ordering it and preloading it right now on your Switch, you will get the Piranha Plant DLC, the 5 new character DLC, with the stages and the music, and you get Rex from Xenoblade 2 costume for Mii Fighter.
Yeah.
So I recommend getting that because I already got that, and overall it's going to cost you about for me it cost me $92 and something in change, and I think it's worth it because honestly, getting it because going through that whole thing and I want the physical copy, but I also think that owning the game where I can take it anywhere I go and play anywhere and not having to worry about where my copy went or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I can always download it on another Switch if I need to and everything like that.
You and me, I have some games. Half the games I have on my Switch digital, but that's because they aren't physical, or I couldn't find it physical anywhere. Like Ultra Street Fighter 2, I couldn't get physical anywhere when I looked at the time, so I got it digital.
Yeah.
At the time, but yeah, so I own some physical, some digital. I do see the convenience of it, but what sucks is you can't return or refund the games after you beat them if you don't want them anymore. You can't let anyone borrow them.
That's the thing, though.
But and also it's me personally, I like having something physical to hold on to.
I know. One of the things is though, I've always once
I have my goods and my bads with digital games.
One thing I'm gonna do though is like later on in like, you know, maybe the next year or something like that, I'm gonna go and pick up a physical copy of it when the price goes down tremendously on it, so I can just pick it up for mad cheap and then have a physical copy.
Yeah.
Just so I can have it. But
Piranha Plant.
He's
weird but cool at the same time.
This is what.
And I'm glad at least we got him in a way though, because in a way we did get another villain character. I like getting more villain characters.
Well, let me ask you this though, because I don't think that Sakurai really thought about this until I think Brawl came around.
Yeah.
Because Piranha Plant is what you call. Because here's how the roster works. First off, you get all your standard characters, you get your Pokemon characters, you get everything. And they have one retro rep every year, and they have one what the fuck character, the WTF character. Now,
they didn't have one of those this time as far as a retro rep. They instead just had a WTF character.
Yeah, but do you think? What do you did Melee? Melee had a retro character, which was
Mr. Game & Watch.
Mr. Game & Watch.
Brawl, Rob the Robot, and the last game was Duck Hunt.
Duck Hunt. Now, what about, did Melee have a what the F character?
If you technically want to count Marth and Roy because no one knew who they were at the time, I guess, but that's really up to your interpretation.
I guess I'll go with that, but...
Or no. What about Dr. Mario?
Well, everyone knew Dr. Mario, though. He's a clone, though, but... I was thinking more of a...
Well, was, but
I'm thinking Pichu.
Yeah, well,
because
Pichu is just a clone, though.
Yeah, but Pichu is the only character that, self-destructs on himself. Like, why would you add that?
Yeah.
That's kind of what your what the F character is. Brawl had... What did Brawl have? It's hard to put on Brawl, because I can't remember a goddamn thing that really introduced in the sense of... Because I played Project M way more than Brawl.
Brawl had...
Brawl added Ike.
Yeah, Ike was actually good, though. I'm not saying that WTF characters are bad, but I mean, there were people, I'm sure, that were, like, rooting for Ike to get in, and he did. Maybe King Dedede, I mean, I don't know, he's pretty weird.
No,
Or Wario.
I think Smash 4 really gave us the what the F character.
Yeah.
We got Duck Hunt Dog, which was technically both. But then we also got Wii Fit Trainer, which was the what the F character.
I was gonna say that was literally a character Sakurai only included because he personally wanted her. No one else wanted her.
I don't even believe that. You wanna know why?
Why? No one else wanted her.
I don't believe that because of the fact that
no one said, "Hey, you know what? I want to play as Wii Fit Trainer in Smash." Nobody said that.
No person like me and you ever said that. But I don't think that he wanted it to happen. I think the people that made Wii Fit wanted that to happen because they even went back.
Yeah, probably.
Because they even went back into Smash Ultimate and said, "Dude, you gotta change our girl's face. It looks fucked up."
Okay, yeah. Well, if anything, it's just Sakurai and the people that made Wii Fit that wanted her, and no one else wanted her. But it's like, yeah, that's why she's in. He wanted her. But this game, it was Piranha Plant. There was no retro rep, new one in this game. But Piranha Plant looks cool, and his final smash is he summons Petey Piranha from Mario Sunshine.
Which is, I don't know how that works because it's like if you have like I was telling Brand you have Giga Bowser, but Bowser transformed into Giga Bowser. But this time around you have Piranha Plant, but Piranha Plant stays on the stage, and also Petey Piranha is there to it. He summoned Petey Piranha in the background ish. Not like the full background that Giga Bowser is, but just like in the second foreground, I guess you would say, the middle ground.
Yeah.
But it's like now it makes me wonder. Like we know all the moves and everything, but can you attack Piranha Plant while he's in his Smash form?
It's probably. Well, remember in Smash Bros. Brawl and in Smash 4, when Bowser would become Giga Bowser, you pretty much can't really do any damage to him. I'm guessing it'll be like that, where for a little while, you can't really do anything to him. That's my guess, though.
Wait, was that Brawl or was that Project M? Because I know Project M, you were able to use him as a semi-character.
Well, no, that's if you L-loaded Bowser, though.
No, but I'm saying if you used the final Smash, though, he would just have that ability where you can use him as a character until...
Yeah, and you couldn't hurt him, no. Yeah, Project M did have that. Unless you L-loaded Bowser to be able to play as Giga Bowser for the whole match, but... Yeah,
that's right.
But,
right. What's cool is that Petey Piranha can, what the hell is it? He can He can shoot out spikes. He can shoot out flames like the fire piranhas.
Yeah, he looks like a cool character. I'll play as.
And he can also was that flying or was that hovering, like how
when he flew up to the flagpole?
Yeah, was that flying or was that hovering?
He was like flying. It kind of looked like helicopter when like the blade just spinning. It's kind of.
Okay, I was thinking
that it looked like a propeller just spinning. That's kind of what it was.
So it's like the propeller suit that you get in New Super Mario Brothers.
A little bit, yeah. Except, yeah, that is kind of what it is actually. So, did you want to talk about the disappointment that was shown as the last couple of Echo Fighters for different people that were disappointed, or do you want to talk first about Spirits Mode?
Wait, well.
Because Echo Fighters, this trophy thing is in.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna go back.
So Spirits Mode first.
No, we're gonna talk about the fighters. We're in the fighter section right now.
Yeah.
So, going back really quick to the Grinch leak. Like I said before, we got Shadow.
In the Grinch leak, it was Shadow, Ken, Gino, Mach Rider, Isaac, Horse Kids, and Banjo-Kazooie.
Yes. So we did not hear anything about. These are the characters we know nothing about yet. We know nothing about Chorus Kids. We know nothing about Isaac. I mean, not Isaac. We know nothing about Chorus Kids, Banjo-Kazooie, or Mach Rider as of right now. And we do know a little bit about Gino, but I'll talk about
Isaac.
And Isaac.
Yeah. It's sad, but you know.
So everyone
and Shadow,
and everyone and their mother thought that Shadow and Ken were the two likely characters to ever come into Smash.
That they were going to be the final two Echo Fighters.
The final two Echo Fighters. No matter what happens, you know, we're going to get those two characters. You can drop Incineroar, you can drop Gino, you can drop any guy out there and throw him in the alley and pick up Ken and Shadow, and they will be in the game. But Shadow was revealed right like that, and everyone was like, but right after they showed him, it's like assist trophy. Like
that to me felt like
a dick in the face.
It literally felt like to me like that Sakura's like, haha, fuck you, Brandon. And like, because Shadow and Gino are like the two characters I wanted the most.
You know something though? Don't underestimate.
I'm glad he's still in the game, but it's just like, yeah, I would have preferred him as playable, because it's like we have an Echo Fighter for Castlevania, an Echo Fighter for Street Fighter, an Echo Fighter now for Fire Emblem, which has one of the most amounts of the characters in the series of Smash. Why the hell does Sonic not have an Echo Fighter? I know Fire Emblem's Nintendo, but still, it's like characters in general I'm talking about that get Echo Fighters. It's like, Sonic doesn't get an Echo Fighter. It's kind of not fair.
You know what the thing is, though? Sonic is the one character out of every single third-party character that did not make an impactful
moment in Nintendo history.
Exactly.
Well, yeah, because they were rivals, but you know.
But even though it did help, you know, push Nintendo to be better than Sega, and you know, Sega did the same thing. Nintendo did the same thing for Sega.
Yeah.
But it's really up to Sakurai to say, first off, does Shadow represent what Nintendo is and their history of Nintendo for what we do? And first off, it does not. And second off, even if it did, you have to go through Sega, and Sega is really, I love Sega to death sometimes, but it's like any company. I love you to death sometimes, but you do stupid things, and you know, Shadow was the stupidest thing you've ever done, because it's either you know, you fucked up with Shadow the Hedgehog the game, and you know, we're not ever gonna get a character of Shadow the Hedgehog, because you're not gonna give him the full potential you need. Like I've said it before, and I'll say it again. You know, Sonic is probably my second main, if not my main character.
Yeah.
Of Smash Brothers. I'm pretty good at him.
Yeah, I'm good as him too.
Either him or it's now Villager or...
I played as him more in Brawl, but I mean, I still like playing as Sonic every now and then.
He was better, like, in terms of Brawl and, you know, non-modded Smash games, like the official games. He was a lot better in Smash 4, but going from game to game, what really sucked, though, is that from Brawl to Smash 4 to Ultimate, besides the physics, they've never changed him.
Yeah.
They have not done anything to him, and I wish they did, because if that was the case, I would pick up Shadow like that, because Shadow would have been a little bit different, but he would have been probably better than Sonic. And you know something?
Yeah, like how Dark Samus is with Samus, where she's similar but also different and looks better.
But if they made Sonic better though, because Sonic, by God, they need to do something with him though, because like there's something wrong with his like moveset where it's not like it's a boring moveset where it's just based all of the spin dashes and nothing else. Meaning they don't put in any movesets or anything. It's
just, like a punch here and there.
No, but it's not like he has this the drop dash they could have added at least. I know it's a form of spin dash, but it's like they could have added the Insta Shield from Sonic 3. Yeah. They could have added a bunch of stuff, but Sega does not want to do that. And it's up to Sega to release these things and allow these things to happen for each character. That's why any company who owns a character has to go out and give approval of what they can and cannot do. And
so
that's why I was upset that Shadow's never gonna be a character because they don't give a shit about Shadow. It's all about Sonic. That's Sega now.
So on from that disappointment, here's another disappointment. I didn't grow up with the Golden Sun series, but to any of you Isaac fanboys and fangirls out there, I deeply apologize that Isaac's not playable, because I know despite him being extremely popular, it looks like that didn't matter. It's cool he's back as an assist trophy, because he wasn't in the last game, he was missing from the last game, and although I do agree with some people that might say sometimes an assist trophy might hurt more than a character just not being in the game whatsoever, I can definitely understand that. I agree with that a little bit to some extent, so I'm like, I guess, maybe hold on for hoping for the next Smash game. In probably the next 5 or 6 years, maybe he'll be playable. I don't know. I'm hoping out that does happen eventually one day for you guys. So yeah, I'm sorry you didn't get your Golden Boy. Because he does look like a cool character. I never played the series I want to, but
he was really cool in Project M.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah,
what they did to him.
That's the only thing I really ever did with him is play as him in Project M. But
he actually, he actually is way better in the trailer that they showed off for him.
Yeah.
Than he was in Brawl. So I'll give him that.
Yeah. So yeah, those two, Ken, and let's see, those are 3 characters that were on the Grinch leak. So Banjo-Kazooie, no sign of them. They possibly could be DLC, but who knows? I have hope, because that would be cool. Geno, sadly, it looks like he probably will not be a DLC fighter, but I'm still going to have a tiny bit of hope, a tiny glimmer of hope, if you will. Despite that, if you look closely, he was present for like a blink and you miss it type thing for a second in Spirits mode. At least they gave him some attention and didn't put him as a Mii fighter outfit design, but still, I'm like, Geno's been a character that everyone, including Sakura himself, have been wanting in the game for over 10 years now. And it's like, yeah, he appeared in one game, but he's developed such a giant fan base over the past 22 years since Mario RPG came out in 1996.
You know what?
He'd be a cool character, but it's like, mostly it's based off like the design and just his personality is why people love him so much. Like, because Super Mario RPG made people really won people's hearts over him. Like, he's such a cool character.
Yeah.
But I'm like hoping he's playable as a DLC fighter, but seeing him in Spirits mode made me think he's even less of a chance now of showing up there.
He's definitely going to be less of a chance, because I don't. That's like going. No matter where you put a character, if a character is represented in some way, in some form, and I'm not saying it's a sticker. Well, that too though, because if it's a trophy, either it's a trophy or whatever. If it's in the game in some form already, there's no chance that they could take that out and make them a character already. Like,
I mean, there are assist trophy characters that are in Spirits mode, like Knuckles and stuff, but it's like, yeah, but one, it's an assist trophy, and now all of a sudden they're in Spirits mode. It's like, yeah, I guess that would be able to say maybe Geno could be an assist trophy, but no, he's not an assist trophy, and it's not like they're going to add DLC assist trophies. That would make no sense at all.
No,
so
exactly.
It's just, so it's just, to be fair though, it is a tiny bit fitting, because Geno is not even really a doll. Geno is a star spirit that possessed a doll to get the 7 stars to be able to grant people's wishes again by rebuilding Star Road, which was broken. That's applies to Mario RPG. That's his objective for helping Mario out, to be able to grant people's wishes again. So, Geno, as I said, he's a spirit. Spirits mode. It makes sense, but it is a tiny bit disappointing to me. But yeah, I mean, I'm glad he's in the game at all, but I would have preferred to play as him. It's like the thing with Shovel Knight, where it's like, oh, he's in the game, but I can't play as him. But it's cool, he's in there. Whatever. I'm trying to be more optimistic, though, but yeah, I sadly don't believe anymore that he will be likely to be a DLC fighter now with that having
See,
been
that's the
shown.
thing. That's the thing. Like, I would love him to be.
So that leaves just Banjo-Kazooie, Mach Rider, and Chorus Kids. They possibly could be DLC. I don't know.
I think the only one that can be DLC.
I don't see Mach Rider or Chorus Kids really as being DLC.
No, Mach Rider more so than Chorus Kids, but
true, yeah.
But wasn't Mach Rider just a guy on a motorcycle?
It's people say it's actually a woman, but yeah.
Either way, what are you gonna like? You don't have any characters. Like if you're on, see, that's the thing. Like Chorus Kids probably have way more potential. Not to say that I don't think that they would be in the game, but for what they were and what they are, I believe that Chorus Kids will overpace Mach Rider in every way because I've never seen anyone or no character at all ever on Smash Brothers, even Project M mods or Smash Wii U mods or any mods whatsoever. No one is there riding a vehicle. Besides, Fox doing the whole Landmaster thing at Final Smash.
Yeah.
So I don't even see how you can take that. Besides, forget what I said a little bit because Rob is the only thing on wheels. Rob's a robot, so that doesn't count.
Yeah.
But how are you gonna have a character fight on a motorcycle? Like, what are you gonna do?
That's what I was thinking. I don't know.
What are you gonna take the motorcycle and then again,
that's like how
Luigi then, but
yeah,
but he has but it's part of his moveset. It's not like 100% his moveset.
That's like how with like people wanting Captain Toad, which would be a cool character, but it's like he can't jump. So some people were saying maybe he could take his bag off and throw it around and stuff. Maybe. It's like they'd have to work around that. So
yeah, but
that's just an example of like a similarity with if Mach Rider, if she was a character.
You know what? Forget what I said about Mach Rider because now I'm just thinking about it. We have Piranha Plant. A Piranha Plant don't walk, and now they walk in the game. So
I mean, PD Piranha like kind of walks, but also flies around.
No, but I mean,
but he's like a big Piranha Plant.
But I mean,
though.
The Piranha Plant itself,
and he's not in a little pot either or pipe.
Yeah. But I mean, the Piranha Plant itself. If it can walk, I guess they can make a motorcycle fight. Back to as we go into away from the fighters now. So
Spirits mode.
Where do I begin? Like, where do I begin? Because this is where we're gonna go after Spirit Mode. We're gonna chop it off and be like, that's about all the good stuff, in a sense. Because there's a lot of other good stuff in the game, but it's like not as important. But then you have like the online mode, which we'll talk about, and I really am seriously wanting to talk about that at the end.
Yeah, we'll save it for the end because that's the most disappointing thing ever.
But Spirit Mode. So, if you played Smash 4, you know that, custom amiibos, custom characters, you can, play trophy, what's it called, trophy?
Trophy Run?
No, that's Smash Run.
The
board game, whatever the fuck it's called.
Oh, are you talking about... Oh, I remember. Now I know why I didn't remember the name, because that mode fucking sucks. You're talking about Smash Tour, aren't you?
Yes. Okay, so
it's a poor man's version of Mario Party. But everyone, you don't need me to tell you that. You already know that.
Yes.
Smash Run is a better mode. I was actually kind of hoping that would return, but whatever.
But
I'm indifferent to it. I can go with or without it.
So basically, if you use amiibos, if you played Smash Tour.
Smash Tour, yeah.
Yeah, Smash Tour.
Let's just say poor man's Mario Party because it's an easier thing to remember.
Okay, if you use amiibos, Smash Tour or Smash Run for the 3DS, Wii U or Wii U. If you play any of those modes, and you would get upgrades, you get food, you get items and stuff like that you can use to upgrade your custom characters or your amiibos, and you will be able to to boost them up, either the attack, defense, or the speed. And the Spirit Mode is similar to that, but the thing is though that any character that is not represented officially in the roster, whether it be DLC or assist trophies or... Actually, forget assist trophies, because some assist trophies are in Spirit Mode. But if you have any other character out in the Nintendo franchise or other franchise that Nintendo is representing in this game, you could literally be like, okay, you have your Bosa. Or no. No, Rivali. I'll do that in the game. You have Rivali. Rivali is a spirit that's been captured by whatever. And what I mean by whatever, it's literally up to your interpretation. Sakurai said that. Literally, it's like there's no beginning and there's only an end. Meaning, we don't know how it started. He doesn't know how it started. You gotta come up with that yourself. It just happened.
But yeah, Spirits mode looks cool. I mean, it's not the adventure mode that everyone wanted. I mean, I'm for it, but I mean, I'll play it when it comes out, but I don't know if it'll stack up to the greatness that was Subspace Emissary.
Subspace Emissary, you know something else? Subspace Emissary was cool, but it was like...
It was very ambitious.
It was very ambitious for what it was, but this actually, I think what this is, Spirits mode, is like what I said. It's like, it's kind of a crossover between Subspace Emissary mixed with RPG mixed with classic Smash Brothers classic mode.
Yeah.
Because what it is though, it's like, and I think I could be wrong. I could be right here too. Now that I think about it, since they did not mention event matches, maybe that's what the Spirit mode it tied into also. It's like a combination of a lot of things put into one.
Oh, that's true, yeah, because they didn't show anything about event matches, did they?
What it is though, it's like, okay, you have a spirit, which I said was Rivali. You can take that spirit, put it into Falco from Star Fox. And now, because like basically the only thing is though is that if you watch the direct, the only thing that we know is that every single character in the game, besides Kirby, got attacked by these spirits of Master Hand or Crazy Hands. I don't know.
I think it was like both of them were mostly Master Hand.
One
it's
or the
tough
other.
to tell.
But the hands, the Smash.
Just say the hands, yeah.
The jazz hands.
I was gonna say the jazz hands.
No, but
yeah, everyone except Kirby died.
Basically, they captured all the characters, took their spirits away, and this and that, and I believe that the whole premise of the story is like I said, if there's more to this that I don't know yet because Nintendo hasn't fully talked about the actual plot of the story itself. It's up to your interpretation at this point. But what I think happened is that all the characters got captured by the Master Hands, or some kind of spirit up in the sky that controlled all the Master Hands.
Probably Taboo.
Maybe Taboo, maybe Hades, maybe like I said.
Hades would be an awesome boss fight. I want that.
Yeah,
please.
Maybe one of them, but whoever it is, they take all the spirits, and your job is to now find their lifeless bodies sitting there in stone or clay or whatever you want to interpret that lifeless body is.
So as a trophy.
As a trophy, maybe, but whatever it is, their lifeless body is sitting there now, and you can add like Rivali to Falco, and basically the spirit of Rivali is going to power up Falco, and basically the spirit is inside Falco, and you're technically pretending to play as Rivali inside of Falco's body. So they can come up with things like now. Okay, one of the things I remembered was you have the Able sister from Animal Crossing, not a character in any Smash Bros. Game or part of the main game or whatnot, but they're there as a spirit. But now they show up as, okay, the Able sisters are hedgehogs, so now you can go up and put them against Sonic, and now they're inside Sonic's body, and now the three of them fighting against whoever your character is.
Yeah, like that's an interesting idea.
It's like they put characters that go well together. That's what's an example, but you can take any character and literally put them together, I guess. But
imagine putting Geno with Samus or Dark Samus.
No, I have a better idea.
What?
Geno has to go with a goddess like Palutena.
Oh yeah.
Or Pit, but Palutena more, I think. But like, and what's cool about this is though that you can you can get up to like I think 1 or 2 slots or 3, I may be wrong, different section for spirits for one character, and then that spirit has 3 different sections where you can level that spirit up too. So feeding it more, basically it's like like put it this way, Smash Bros. 64, because this is how the Nintendo explained it. Smash Bros. 64 started off the whole trend of toys becoming life. Yeah. And that's where we got the amiibos from, which is actually a really cool concept when I think about it. Toys becoming a life into the real world. And now you have spirits. These spirits are technically toys and they're going into a body, into a life in the body, giving life to be in the real world. So that's the whole concept now. So you get to release and sacrifice these spirits into the real world now, and sacrificing them affects your gameplay as well. We don't know how yet, but it does. And what's cool about this is now you can increase your attack, you can increase your defense, and your grab. Not your speed, but your grab though, which I think is a weird thing.
You know what's pretty interesting is during at the end where it's like the World of Light for that song.
Yeah.
You were saying that singer also sings for the Japanese version, and that's pretty interesting and unique. I'm like, that's awesome. How often do you hear that? Also, the song sounds great. The song also, along with the trailer, it gives me vibes of like a cross between the Avengers, anime, and Fire Emblem. Because it sounds like music that you'd hear in a Fire Emblem game, doesn't it?
It does. I wonder.
I'm like, wait, so this is like a cross between a turn-based RPG, anime, just in general, with the Avengers. I'm like, because of how huge of a crossover Smash Brothers is in video game history. I'm like, that's a really cool, weird crossover combination.
I really want to know who actually sings that now. But once Game Explain does their whole discussion on it, and once they do the weekly update thing that they do every week,
yeah,
they're gonna definitely talk about that song. And that song, which is a weird thing though, is that I thought for a while though.
I love the song though. It sounds amazing.
You know what's weird though, that now that I think about it.
Smash does a thing where, like, I don't really know any music in this game so far I've heard that I did not like. Any music they weekly add up to the blog sounds really good.
Yeah, and they always top each other. Every week it's, songs get better.
And a lot of them sound better. A lot of them sound very metal, and, like, except Gangplank Galleon, that song is like a mix between metal, rap, and jazz, and it's a weird mix, but it sounds so good.
It is a really weird mix, but you know something?
Mostly it's jazz though, because of the saxophone part to it. Yeah, it makes it sound all jazzy.
That was part of the original song when
I know
on SNES.
Yeah, I know, but the remix, I'm talking about the way they handled it. Yeah, it sounds like an elements of
weird,
rap, metal, and jazz together.
It just works.
It does. Yeah, they made it work.
But what I was saying is, though, what's weird, though, is that on the Smash website, you can go on there right now and look at the music. They're saying that the World of Light, which I don't know what that even means anymore, because now it's calling...
now it's calling the song Light Path?
Life
Light. Okay, Light, sorry.
The thing is, though, they have... Here's the thing, though. Now I actually look at it now. I did not even see this. They have Lifelike. That's the main theme song, meaning that's gonna be.
Yeah, that's the new official name.
That's the new theme song, meaning that's gonna be what we see in the beginning of the game when we turn it on, like how Smash, the whole intro, whatever.
Yeah, the whole opening with the music playing. That's gonna be the song.
But they have this one, the E3 version, which was the one that we heard all the time.
That was just the instrumental one with the harmonizing, with the chorus and everything.
No, that's
not the actual singing.
No, that song totally different from this one.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
No, it's a different song completely. It's not no instrumental. It's a whole different new song. Okay. What I'm saying though, so it's like I don't know what version they're gonna put in the game, but I'm guessing they're gonna put both versions in.
Well, yeah, why not?
Because it is Smash Brothers. And
otherwise, why the hell would both of them be on the same website?
And something? I just don't see how only 80 characters can get us 900 songs.
It's amazing, isn't it?
I mean,
Castlevania alone has 34 songs. Like, damn.
I know, but for granted though, you have at least 30 songs for Splatoon. You have 30 songs for 34 for Castlevania. You have, I'm going to assume, at least 150. I'm going to put 150 just as a round guess for all the Mario characters, because there's too many.
There's so many different Mario characters in Mario series and games.
Yeah, Fire Emblem probably going to have 150 at least, but regardless, Spirits Mode is like, all in all, Spirits Mode really is. It's basically a combination of Classic Mode, even though Classic Mode is there, but it's like Classic Mode with event matches, with Suspect Emissary, with I said Suspect Emissary, event matches, Classic Mode, and RPG, and a little bit of RPG element, but then again, Suspect Emissary had RPG element too, and I did not know that until fucking last year, which was the weirdest thing ever.
How did it have RPG elements?
Because no one even knew this either until someone brought it up on a YouTube thing. And they all started freaking out, like, what the hell is the point of the stickers? And then, like...
Oh, yeah, the stickers actually apparently power up your characters, which I didn't even know was a thing. I thought they were just collectibles.
That's what I thought, too, and I was like, okay,
I never even knew that.
just like, well, you have trophies? Well, here's a sticker. I thought that's what that was, but, you know...
I thought they were just collectibles, like the trophies. I'm
yeah.
like, wait, so it's
So there technically is a little RPG element into it, but regardless, I think what this is, and I said it to Brandon just as a joke, Sakurai only made this mode because he couldn't figure out how to do another Kirby game anymore. Because now all the Kirby games are converging. Like, basically all
Kirby's
the Kirby games
Kirby's the lone survivor in the Spirits mode.
I mean, it is his main character.
It's his baby, yeah.
It's his baby, but you know something? So was Kid Icarus, and now...
I said that earlier with my coworker, and he brought up a good point. He was saying, well, I guess to be fair, if they did have Pit, Dark Pit, and Palutena along with Kirby, the four of them together, I guess it would have been... He probably would have felt that it's like too many of his own characters as the remaining ones alive that first.
Yeah, but they also...
Like,
but then, you also missed, what do you call it then? Because if that was the case, you couldn't just have Kirby, you would have to have Meta Knight and Dedede.
Oh, that's right, yeah. That'd be 7 characters, 6 characters.
That would be better. That would be a good idea to start off with. Unless it's like
6 characters, yeah.
Unless,
that's pretty fair.
Unless, like I said, we don't know the whole entire detail of this. What if the whole Spirit mode had a difficulty setting? So it's like, you know, easy, medium, and hard, and like hard gives you...
I feel like it will.
Hard only gives you Kirby. Medium, like, normal will give you Dedede and Meta Knight. And then, like, easy will give you all Sakurai main IPs.
Are you saying that easy mode with this game will be the equivalent of playing like a modern Kirby game where they're just too easy?
No, because there was a little bit of a challenge, a little bit. Not saying there was much, but there was a little bit of challenge to Star Allies.
Yeah, no, there is. Especially if you're playing in guest star mode, it gets pretty challenging.
Oh, that yeah, but basically
it was a joke.
Basically, Spirit mode is everything that we've had and want and already wanted, but upgraded it a little bit and then put into it. That's my interpretation of it. Plus, the story looked ambitious. You know, so look forward to that. But then there's also little modes here and there. Like there's a thing called like Century Smash. I don't know, remember what that was exactly. There's All-Star mode is now unlockable straight off the bat. You don't have to play...
Which is cool, but it's like, wait, so that's so strange. You're going to see characters in it that you can't even play as yet when you play the mode.
Not necessarily. Like I think you still have to...
Like, if you don't unlock every character yet and you go into All-Star mode, it's like, wait, so I'm versing a character I don't have yet.
No, but you're fighting the character that you don't have.
That's what I'm saying. I'm fighting a character I don't have yet.
I think that's probably another way that they just did that to unlock characters.
Another streamlined way to unlock characters.
Yeah, so you have like the
amiibo...
If the amiibo leak was real, of people on online stores saying that you can, you know, get these characters, get these amiibos and unlock them that way just by having them as amiibos, then there's, you know, then I guess there's the way for the
That defeats the purpose of playing Spirits mode, to be fair.
Yeah, I know, but there's Spirits mode then All-Star mode probably, the amiibos probably, and I guess the challenge mode thingy where, you know, you just do things and unlock. And you just have like the achievement mode, if you want to call it, for Smash Brothers.
Yeah.
But then there's like other little things here and there, like the Nintendo Online app, which you can use to, of course, use your phone to voice chat. Like
because everyone is really rooting for that and wanting that, aren't they?
But.
Yeah.
You know, there's a little bit here and there I can't remember exactly, but one of the things I do remember, and there are things that I like about this and things I don't like about this. Like, for instance, and as I'm getting to the online mode, you have the online chat app, which, of course, use your phone, chat with people online. There you go, done deal. Every game has it now, but it's using your phone still. But what's cool about it is that they're doing a thing like with Splatoon now, where instead of having, you know, just the online chat feature like Mario Kart 8 does now, you could also go online, and with Splatoon, if you don't know what that does, is, you know, you can go online, look at your stats, look at, you know, other people's stats, who you versed over the course of however many, a certain time frame. You know, you can buy items there, this and that, blah blah blah, and you know, it's useful for the game. It's really like a great companion app. I like it, but But Smash Brothers, you can now go online, go on the app, and you can also look at people's a hub of videos that you can upload to there from your replays or video. I don't know how long the replays are. They never touched on that. It just said you can, you can check your replay from here. You can also, because that's gonna be a weird thing, because you can record your replays in Smash Bros. Itself, but you can also use the Nintendo Switch recording feature. So you can record your replay both ways.
Yeah.
And share them both ways.
Yeah, so that'll be probably a way that we record and Smash videos and upload them on there.
One thing that they added to online that I think it's a better way of doing it. Like, I've always said that Nintendo needs more options from their online services, and don't just go and say, here's 2 modes like Splatoon does it. Mario Kart 8, not so much though, because Mario Kart 8 you really just you pick a character.
They have a lot of different modes in Mario Kart 8.
Well, I mean Mario Kart 8 in the sense of like what do you call it? Like in just general online play. I think Mario Kart 8 is the best example of what Nintendo had to offer for online play.
Yeah,
because they don't just go out and be like, okay, here's 2 modes. No, just find random people and play. Like you have like all these different options and whatnot, which is good, but it also makes sense for Mario Kart. Mario Kart, you can only do so much with like a racing game.
Yeah. But
like with Splatoon and Smash Brothers, and especially with Smash Brothers now, or where it used to be on the Wii U, is basically you have 2 modes. You have in some like Splatoon, you have you have 3 modes now. You have League, you have Ranking, you have regular Turf War, and that's basically it. You just pick a mode, whatever's available at that time, you play it, and that's it. And with Smash Brothers, it was just for fun, for glory, or for Team Smash, or one on. It was really teams 4-on-4, or free for all. That's what it was. Free for all, which is a 4-player game, or you have 1-on-1, and 1-on-1, which is split up into either for glory, no items, or for fun, which is all items, all hazards, everything on touched on, and it was just however many stock life you had, or whatever time limit was. But with Smash Brothers Ultimate, you get to now choose your times, and the amount of time you spend on a match, the amount of different items you can use in the match, and also I think hazards are on or off. I'm not sure, and I'm not sure exactly how, if you do Final Destination or the regular version of the stage or Battlefield. I don't know if that's configurable, but basically we have way more options and setup. So once you pick your preferred settings, it'll randomly pair you up with someone online, like it always did with any Smash Bros. Game, which is good, because then you can play maps that you actually want, instead of scaling back and saying I don't want to play this just because this guy wants to just do this all the time. Or,
It's annoying, though, because you'll have to, like, if you let someone make the rules, it's like, alright, well, I gotta hope I get lucky and that they set the rules the way I want to play the game.
No, that's not what it was, though. It was literally like, okay, you want to play this way. Because they're very limiting option, too, of what you can do. It's not like, it's not like everything that's, like, available in a regular Smash with a CPU or a friend on local play is going to be available to you, so there is limiting factors there. But the thing is, though, is that, and one thing I do like, because for me personally, I do like not using items, but if you want to play a game that's like a Smash game, or a fighting game, let the people allow, because I know some people, if you want to play really, really competitively, they don't give a flying fadoodle about the Smash Ball. They play without Smash Balls. And I like to play with Smash Balls because it gives me a sense of, okay, now this is a real fighting game now. Like, I can actually use my special moves and kick ass.
Yeah. The main thing that concerns me, though, the online of how it's gonna function with people around the world, it seems like it's gonna be worse than the last games, because of the fact, most likely, at least to me, is it prioritizes more about local people near you rather than, say, I don't know, if you want to verse people that are in Japan or something, or Africa or Europe or whatever.
It does make sense though.
It's stupid though, because like a lot of other games have better online than this. I know that those aren't Nintendo games, but it's like there's no reason why I should have to worry about versing someone in another country.
Well, think about this.
That's stupid.
Well, think about this though.
Like, what's the point?
Well, think about this though. Because Game Explain did not talk about. I don't know if they talk about this yet, but they probably will in the next video they do or something like that. But they did talk about, and they did show off how Resident Evil 7 BioShock on the Switch was a cloud only game, running on a cloud server.
Biohazard. You said BioShock.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Biohazard. They have it running on a cloud server, and the servers are all the way in Japan. And Andre had a terrible time playing that because of the all the way in Japan.
It's so stupid.
So
it's like you might as well just get it on PS4.
Yeah, but I see like because the way the internet works though, the further away you have to go to reach a connection to somewhere out in Japan or Asia or Europe or whatever. The further you have to go from where you are currently, the more latency you get. And I understand why they're prioritizing, where from your location is to where everyone else is, so you can get the best connection possible. But the way they showed it though, it was like
it was so poorly done.
It was like, okay, me and Brendan both live in New York, so I'm gonna go and say we're in New York. We can play with people in Rhode Island at the fastest connection possible. Whatever our fastest connection is, right?
Yeah.
The fastest possible direct connection from Nintendo server that they have to First Smash Bros. Into another Switch console is going to be playing in like Rhode Island, maybe Maine a little bit, maybe Pennsylvania, New Jersey, and maybe just whatever's next to Pennsylvania, whatever next to Jersey. And maybe just like a circle around that, like those few states. But then it's like, okay, go to Texas now. You have Texas, you have Arizona, you have New Mexico, you have, just circle around there. And they're prioritizing that closely. Meaning, yes, you will be able to go play with someone like from New York all the way to Oregon, or from like California all the way to Connecticut, or Colorado from, Denver to all the way to like, New Hampshire or whatever it is. You can do all that stuff, but they're making it so confined where it's like only a couple of states or whatever can play together the fastest way possible, and it's like, so that limits you in the way of like if the servers are bogged down so badly, and of course they will be on day one. Don't get me wrong. They
don't even have dedicated Smash servers, which is really bugging me.
The thing is though, it's expected though. So don't say that just because Nintendo's online service just sucks. Most things that come out and that are anticipated to be the greatest thing in the world, like that, tend to always be like overloaded with the servers and whatnot on day one. So that's not an issue for Nintendo itself. Because anything can happen like that. Like if a new update comes out for a console and it's like the biggest update ever, people are gonna try to download that like that. I feel like they just really cheaped out on that whole thing though. Yeah, but something. If they spent a little bit more money, they could have gotten dedicated Smash servers. Something
to make this whole thing even better. Because that's what's really supposed to be selling the online services. Like, what amazing game online should we play when I get the service? Oh, I have an idea. How about Smash Brothers? It's like these other games I've been playing for a while. I want to play something new with the service I haven't just came out. Smash Brothers. That makes sense.
It does, but
it's like this isn't gonna be like the full experience. This is like a diet soda experience.
Someone even made a video on YouTube, and it was like pretty hilarious. It was like showing up a Splatoon battle, right?
Yeah.
And they were like, oh my god, the video called, oh my god, Splatoon 2 had dedicated servers now, watch this, and you watch the video, and just like, some guy, like, 4 people on another team, all disconnect, and like, you see like, the item they were using just stuck in the sky, and it was just like, well, and it's just like, trying to attack, and you can't do anything, and people are like, attacking this thing in the middle of the stage, whatever, for whatever mode they were playing, and it's like, wow. This is what would happen if Nintendo actually tried.
Yeah.
And it was like, they don't even no game that Nintendo made ever had dedicated servers. That was the joke. Like, they don't own dedicated servers for any game. Mario Kart it's only the best example because it's a karting game. You don't have to try to
it's really how could you go wrong with a racing game? But
what I'm saying is though they're really cheaping out on it's a bigger thing of dedicated servers for all games, and it costs a lot of money. I know that, but also I said it before and I'll say it again. You're paying $20. You get what you pay for.
Yeah, but that's not justifying it though.
No,
that's really not a way to justify it.
You know what makes no sense either?
If I pay $20 for like, I don't know, a pizza, I'm expecting that pizza to be pretty damn amazing and not be like made of cardboard with some cheese and some sauce on it.
Okay, I'll tell you this much. You're doing apple to oranges here. Pizza is not what Smash is.
Yeah, but I'm saying if I'm paying
but it does go well together.
Well, yeah, I'm Pizza Party with Smash. But I'm saying, though, $20, like, where you play till you $20 a year. Yeah, but that doesn't mean that it should be shitty. If I'm paying money for a service that was free for over a year, it should actually be good. It should be, if they want to compete with other companies that have online games, make it as good as you can make it.
Here's the thing. Now that I think about it, though, like, I understand, like I said, you pay what you get for. You get what you pay for. But if the issue lies in, if we're paying you money to get a service,
right,
we expect that service to be good.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I'm not expecting it to be the best because, like I said, you get what you pay for. But if you're paying money to a company to give you online and to keep online for a whole year, and however long you want to keep paying for it, but if we're getting nothing more than free NES games and this and that, and
backup cloud saves,
the features that we should have gotten went online. But if the actual online connection inside the game itself, no matter what game Nintendo is actually putting on there, first party, not third party, because third party games have their own shit going on, and they just tie into Nintendo's online service to get it.
Yeah, they won't have control over that.
Yeah, but first party games should be better than what we got on the Wii U.
Yeah.
For granted, the Wi-Fi in the Switch is better than the Wii U, and it had better downloads and uploads and better speeds just because the chip is the newest one that they produced at the time. But regardless, no matter how good your connection is, no matter how good your hardware is, whether it be your router, your internet service provider, your Switch itself, no matter how good all that is, you have to deliver on and make that the best performing thing you can get. Just don't say, okay, here's what Smash Brothers on the Wii U was, and here's how the online was, and here's me playing with 4 people. Here's me looking at my phone every 5 minutes because I'm waiting for the connection to stop lagging. I don't need that on a Switch. I want it to be at least
and the fact that
less lag or lag free. Well, you can't make it lag free. That's kind of online. But I want at least less lag. I want it to be better than what I'm not paying for.
Now that I've the most best internet I've ever had in my life, I would have loved to have top speed, just a perfect internet for Smash. But it looks like that's a pipe dream, much like girls liking me as a pipe dream. But
don't say that.
This is the thing. They also said, and to add insult to injury, they didn't say that part, but that's me. They're making it so you can get a little LAN cable to plug into your Switch dock.
The LAN cable.
It's like the fact that they're doing that and they don't have even dedicated service. This really just shows that they don't even give a crap about how much the online is for Smash.
That's another issue I want to talk on with the LAN adapter.
It just feels like they don't give a shit
because the LAN adapter, I will say, is the best option you can get for getting a stable internet connection. And I said stable, I didn't say good. Here's the problem though. Ethernet will always be better than Wi-Fi. 9 times out of 10 it will always be better than Wi-Fi. But the way they're implementing it is that we're not getting the full speed of what an Ethernet cable can produce, and we're not getting the full speed of what your internet service provider can produce unless it's lower, unless your internet service provider providing you internet lower than what the maximum output of the Ethernet cable is, or the adapter per se, because you're going from an Ethernet cable into an adapter into a USB. USB only has so much it can handle. Ethernet is a different port, and it only holds internet, and it can hold power and other stuff, but I'm not going to get into that. But the internet side of things, it's way faster than going through USB, and USB can travel that, but there's a cap on it, and say if like you have your internet speed is 400 megabytes per second or whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
Say the USB can only put out. This is not accurate. I don't know what the specs are for the Switch and what the adapter is and whatnot. I'm just giving an example. Like if your internet service provider gives you 400 download and 400 up, the USB is gonna cut that down. If the max is at like 300, it's gonna cut that down already. So you're not gonna get your full speed. And gigabit Ethernet is giving you gigabyte speeds, meaning no one ever had that anyway, but it's just enough for like future-proofing it.
Yeah.
So, first off, you're never going to get the gigabit speeds. You're not going to get the full speed that your internet service provider will be unless you have lower internet than what the specs are on the adapter and the Switch itself. So, it's like, yes, you're going to get a more stable connection. There's not going to be any interference with the Ethernet cable, but that doesn't mean that you're going to be able to, get the top speed still. It's like splitting hairs. It's like, do I buy a $20 adapter for like a slightly better internet connection, or do I just stick with Wi-Fi and you deal with it? Because that's what any game though, and it's like unless you don't have a dedicated Ethernet port built into any hardware, you're never gonna get the top speed. Because if you're going through USB, it's like it's a worthless cause.
So, yeah, with that out of the way, I think that's about everything I had to say. This is one last thing.
Yeah, there is one thing I also want to ask you,
but there's one more thing we must announce. Vergaben was correct about everything he said about Smash so far.
Yes.
The one thing, though, he didn't say a specific Square Enix character, but the last thing, what he was saying with us getting Ken and Sonora, that was correct. I'll give him that. However, we did not see a Square Enix character, but he also said he's not sure if the Square Enix character we are getting is base roster or DLC. I'm having a tiny slither of hope as a little glimmer. It's somehow by a miracle, and that the 7 stars aligned from Star Road and did grant me this wish to give us Gino. Or maybe they'll work something out and be able to get Sora as a DLC character.
Maybe.
Because there are some things they can do to avoid the copyrighted things, like I heard people say put Kyrie's pendant on the end of Sora's Kingdom Key instead of Mickey Mouse's ears that are on the end of his Kingdom Key. Not have Donald and Goofy in his moves. Like, there are a few things they could change up in order to avoid the Disney properties.
You know what it is though? It's like it doesn't matter at that point where if you.
And I also heard Chrono Trigger could be possible.
Yeah, I could see that, but the thing with Sora is though, is that it doesn't matter what you add to it to get rid of the copyright. I don't think I'm just saying this off the bat. No matter what, if Sakurai had the power to get Sora in, I think he would just leave him Sora the way he was, not change him because the way he is. You know what I'm saying? You don't need to change him more to differentiate him, to make him just playable. It's like that's why when he adds characters like Ken, he didn't change him from what he was in Street Fighter Turbo 2. Incineroar, he didn't change him from Pokemon. A lot of characters they make him faithful to the original game. He doesn't want to. I don't think he's gonna want to change Sora for the worse.
So this is also another thing to prove what your point on Sora probably not being in. People on the Pizza Party podcast, I think it was either Nolan or Izzy, one of them said about Sora being in Smash. What was the Final Fantasy fighting game called? Final Fantasy Universe? Well, I think that's what it was called. I don't remember.
The fighting game?
Yeah, it was a Final Fantasy fighting game.
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about. It's
Final Fantasy World? What was it called?
Not Chronicles.
No.
That was a different game.
Not Crystal Chronicles, no. But I don't remember what the name of the game is because I'm not huge into Final Fantasy series. But they had characters from across the Final Fantasy series, and Square actually went to Disney and asked if they could include Sora in it, and Disney told them no. They didn't want to see a Disney character in a fighting game because
Dissidia.
The city. Okay, yeah. Yeah, they didn't want him in the game because they didn't want to see a character that's technically owned by Disney themselves to be in a fighting game.
I thought Sora was Square Enix, and they just added the...
I guess he's a joined character like Geno is, where he's a Nintendo and Square character.
Yeah, but he's more of Square, though, I think.
Yeah, where Nintendo owns some of the rights, Square owns, like, most of them.
Yeah.
But, so, yeah, I guess it's something like that, but, like... So, yeah, that also stacks up evidence against Sora, but I'm still, maybe there's a chance I could be wrong. Maybe he couldn't play well. I'm just holding out hope, because Virgin did say there will be a Square Enix character, and he has not been wrong with anything about his Smash information so far.
Nope, so here's what I want to say, though. Because
it turns out that not only was the box theory that people were saying since September, not only was that theory correct, but also, even though they don't have Piranha Plant on there, but whatever. But also Virgin Ben's thing about Ken and Incineroar being playable, that ended up being correct.
So, I believe, though, now, that if you... And I'm not trying to, discredit any other leaks just because it came from 4chan or it came out from there or some random dude. But knowing, though, what had just happened, and knowing that the Grinch leak was fake all along, and knowing that Vergaben was right, and he was always, and everything he'd ever said in the past has absolutely been right. About
Smash anyway, because he's been wrong about stuff for other games.
No, but he's been right in the past, recently past, where he's been credited for predicting and proving that Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles were going to get
Injustice, and that was actually true.
And that was like a year. Like half a year ago or something like that, and that's
and that was true.
And it was true. So there's a lot of things. I guess
he has some sources. Definitely, I feel like, because there's no way he can be right about a lot of things he predicts.
No, but if there's one
just
person,
as a coincidence.
Just put it this way: knowing that all these things have come out, and people saying this, people saying that, this and that, and this and that, the one guy,
like my dog's gonna be in Smash.
Oh yeah, you know something? You know what's gonna be in Smash?
Yeah.
My 2-year-old daughter's gonna be in Smash because she's offended by something. That's an inside joke. We'll talk about that in another video. But if there's anyone to believe here, and anything going forward, if Vergaben says something about DLC characters, if he has something to say about a stage, if he has something to say about a feature that Sakurai barely touched on, but there's more information about it. If there's anything that Vergaben says, anything about Smash Brothers, I would go straight and believe him right away now, because things I'm saying this as a thing, though, my belief is that no matter who says it, it's fake until Nintendo proves it. But on the flip side, it's like I could trust it until Nintendo said something also.
Yeah, and
so Vergaben has been the most trustworthy source that we've ever had.
And also Emily Rogers too, because she was saying just the other day that Isaac is possibly an assist trophy, and she was right too. And she's got a good track record as well.
Yeah.
He's like Vergaben's like I think it's
but the thing is, though,
it's like the male equivalent to Emily Rogers.
The thing is, though, that Emily Rogers just randomly came out with that like the day before the direct.
Yeah, I know, just yesterday.
So that could have been just a wild guess, though, because that was just right after the there were people saying that, man. Because that whole thing with the item in there, meaning that Isaac was going to be in the game, but we didn't know, and then right after that. I mean, maybe it was a guess, maybe it wasn't, who knows, but...
And last 5 stages to make it 108. Technically, Korokoro wasn't wrong about that, but they didn't specify if they were base or not, so those are going to be the DLC stages that come with 5 more characters. So we are getting 108 stages.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to end off with, so...
Just not base roster.
So, going back to the DLC... Now, this is the last part I want to touch on, is DLC. We have 5, like I said, if you get the game, you could buy it and get the Smash Pass and get the 5 DLC, the 5 mystery DLC, meaning we're going to get characters, stages, and songs. Now, what do you think, who are we going to get, what stage are we going to get, and what music are we going to get?
Well, since Geno's not as likely as he was seeming months ago, I will say Banjo-Kazooie.
What do you think? What stage is he going to be from?
Spiral Mountain. Everyone's saying Spiral Mountain or Gruntilda's Tower. From
Gruntilda Tower, I could see that, cause that was
one of those two. It has to be. Yeah.
But didn't the second game improve upon the first one?
I'm not sure. I didn't play the second one, but this is the thing. I believe that Banjo-Kazooie could get in as DLC. I believe that they could still be in. We didn't see him anywhere in Hold the Rat. Skull Kid, as I said, because I didn't see him anywhere in a direct, so I'm holding out hope.
And just so you guys know, since you buy the DLC individually, also they did specify though that any character we're getting, it's all coming in one pack, meaning the character and the stage and the music all associated into one thing. So
for each one, yeah.
So if we get I don't know, if we get a Pianta, we're definitely gonna get a Delfino Island something.
Yeah. Gelato Beach. Bianca Hills or Gelato Beach. So yeah, Banjo-Kazooie. Tiny little hope for either Gino or Sora. I was hoping this a while ago as a base roster character, but then it got deconfirmed in my head because of Dark Samus. Depending on if Psylocke is in Metroid Prime 4 or not, make him a DLC fighter. It would be another villain, and it'd be a fifth entry into Smash Brothers of the Metroid series. He'd be a cool character.
Oh, so wait.
And he'd be another antagonist from the Metroid series. That would leave 3 antagonists, Ridley, Dark Samus, and Psylocke. So
we have 3 characters. We have Banjo-Kazooie and Psylocke that Brandon thinks that we can get in.
And Sora or Gino, most likely more Sora with a few things changed around.
So if we're going to get Banjo-Kazooie, we're going to get Gruntilda. Wow.
Gruntilda's Tower?
Yeah, Gruntilda's Tower.
Or Spiral Mountain.
Psylocke we're going to get...
Psylocke, that's the tough thing. I don't remember... Talon 4, yeah, but he wasn't in Metroid Prime 1, though. I think it would probably be an area from either Metroid Prime Hunters, because that's the game he debuted in, or it'll be if he is in Metroid Prime 4, and they wait to release him after that game comes out, that then maybe it'll be wherever he appears that you see, or in a specific area in Metroid Prime 4 as a stage. I don't know. And this is number 5 for me. Possibly Bandana Wally.
I can see that.
He'd be a really adorable / badass character. I don't know. I wasn't too crazy on him, even though I think he'd be cool. I'm like, you know what? I'm not gonna be as happy, as excited as others, but I think he could get in to be cool. But you know what? Maybe Bandana Waldy. I don't know. That'd be cool. He's like now the official 4th hero in the Kirby series. Why not throw him in? You have the other 3.
I can see that.
Come on, just give us. Bandana Waldy would be so cool. He'd be the only character in the game that has a spear for a weapon. By the way.
One thing, you know what I could see though.
So those are my unfinalized 5.
For my 5, I'm gonna go with Brandon again and go right off the bat with Banjo-Kazooie. I also think that Psylocke could happen.
This is something I just thought of. As a backup to replace the Square Rep if a Square Rep doesn't end up happening and Verban does end up wrong about that one thing. Either Viridi or Medusa.
Oh, yeah.
Either Viridi or Medusa. I wanted one of those 2 for a while. So Viridi, I've been wanting more. And we didn't see her in Spirits Mode either, so...
Well, we don't...
So, maybe, I don't know.
Well, Medusa...
That's a backup of mine.
Medusa, I wouldn't want as a character, only because of... Everyone is saying... I don't know much about Kid Icarus Uprising, but everyone is saying, even in the fake leaks and this and that, blah, blah, blah... Everyone's saying that Medusa would have been Echo Fighter of...
Medusa. I mean, a Palutena.
But the thing is, though, that every character that is in the DLC, I forgot to mention that, too. If you have not seen
every character in this DLC is not going to be an Echo Fighter.
Yeah, it's a brand new, fully developed, full moveset, everything.
That means if Medusa she would be her own character. That would be cool.
Yes, but... I still don't see it 100% though, but
yeah.
One thing I would like to see.
So then for Reedy, then
one thing would be a cool idea, and I would like it a lot. But I don't know if it would fit so much into Pokemon, the roster that we have now. But I would like it to be a character because they were technically maybe supposed to be in Brawl, so maybe we might get them at DLC now. You know how they've been adding features from other games that got cut.
Are you gonna say Hariyama?
No, he was supposed to be in Brawl, but not Hariyama. I mean, Hariyama would be a good idea, but I would think of Plus One Momentum.
Yeah.
Have a tag team type of thing.
Yeah, they'd be like an Ice Climbers type character.
Yeah, because they had
because they're twins.
They had files in Brawl that people think that might have been associated with them.
Yeah.
And they have never came up yet.
I forgot about that, yeah.
So, plus momentum, I'm thinking... I'm also going, like, what's realistic also. What they can use. Maybe they could put Lynn in... Lynn, because we haven't seen Lynn as a...
Assist trophy?
Assist trophy.
She wasn't? I thought she was. I don't know.
No, she wasn't.
I know
Brawl.
Black Knight was, yeah.
I know she wasn't Brawl, but I don't think she was in this game, unless I'm wrong.
Yeah,
but
I don't know. People, please let us know if we're wrong, because I don't remember.
Knuckles we already got as an assist trophy, so I can't say him. I'm just thinking... I'm going off of what Project M also took away from Brawl also.
Yeah.
So, because Lynn... Saki we can probably get...
Yeah, we didn't see him as an assist trophy. I know some people wanted him.
Cause from Advance Wars, even though I don't know who.
Saki's from Sin and Punishment.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No, but they had, and who? No, because there was a character from Advance Wars that.
Yeah, it wasn't Saki. It was someone else.
That they added, but it was from an assist trophy though.
Yeah, there was someone else. I don't remember what the name is, but
I guess we might get one of those. We already have Ridley. We already have Bomberman in the assist trophy. Ken and Ryu. I don't know, because I don't know who else you could add as a... Unless... Well, I was going to say Liquid Snake, but then that's an Echo Fighter. It's really hard now, because if it's a new developed character, I really don't know who you can add.
Yeah.
Without taking away so much from the core Smash game.
Yeah.
Well, what about this? What's our retro rep?
I mean, it could be Mach Rider, but that wasn't a thing, so there was no new rep.
It's Sakurai. It's Sakurai. We're going to get Tetris blocks.
Oh, shit!
We're going to get Tetris blocks.
Especially because of those Tetris movies coming out in the future.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
No, I mean, not to Sakurai, but to the movies. Sakurai will do justice.
Yeah,
the movies will not.
He'd find a way to make them work.
Tetris did. Tetris was the best and still best-selling game ever on a Nintendo platform.
Yeah, I know.
It got the Guinness Book of World Record for the best-selling game ever in Nintendo history.
I believe it.
Or in console history, so
that's
maybe that'll get in there, but I said Banjo-Kazooie, I said Stylux could happen. And
Stylux would be really cool.
I said Tetris blocks, and who else did I say? Plus remind him.
You also agreed with me on Bandana Waddle Dee.
A little, but I mean, I don't want to. Because there's a lot of characters you can add also.
Yeah.
Like, you could also add Adeline, maybe.
Yeah, there's, like, another, 15 characters I could think of. But I don't want to make this video go on for 2 hours, so let's end it here.
Alright, so we'll cut it into 2 parts, I guess, for this, but...
No, it'll be 1. I mean, we've had longer discussion videos than this, to be fair.
Yeah.
Plus, some stuff is going to get cut anyway.
So, thank you so much for watching. Click the annotation on the screen, and the link in the description below, and as always, we'll see you guys in the next video. Hope you have fun, hope you like the direct, and we'll see you next time. Peace out.